Now we are discussing about the goal of fiscal policy. What goals are the fiscal policy government wants to do? So goals of fiscal policy. So goals of fiscal policies is to providing the short term goals and long term goals. Short term goal is that macroeconomic stabilization, and long term goal is the stimulate and like microeconomic goals also there. So reducing the vulnerability, okay, and to long term goal is the sustainable growth and reduce poverty, and supply side improvement, and infrastructure and education should be improved. So short term is macroeconomic and long term is for microeconomic. Okay, like major fiscal policies to promote the growth. So first, to promote the growth. Second, to productive investment. Second, investment will be productive. Third is mobilize maximum volume of real financial resources and investment in public sector. So public sector investment, public sector is the third goal. Okay, to improve the demand, expanding the demand. Fourth goal is demand expansion. Okay, and marginal and average rate of saving will be increased. So saving, what government wants, saving should be improved. To promote maintenance of reasonable resources. Next one is what government wants to promote the resources. So resources should be maintained and measure equitable stability in optimal rate of growth. Okay, and maintaining price stability. What government wants, to stabilize the price stability. Now government wants redistribution the growing national output. Government want no inequality. So inequality reduction. These are the goals of government. Okay, and now government what is doing, government have tendency to have populist budget. Like populist budget should be closed, and there should be a open budget system will be in economy. And farm loan waivers are there, so government hoping to re-elected the government, so they will use the farm loan waiver also. Like there is a 3 farm loan this time, government like willing to take all these 3. Okay, government want to spend on primary healthcare system, on economy, on pension reforms and education reforms. Okay, this is the policy what government wants to do. Now general definition of budget. We are going to discuss about the budget. So budget is the very important thing in fiscal policy. The budget is come from the French word budget, and it is an estimation of the revenue and expenses. Revenue and expenses. The estimation of both is called budget in a specific future period of time. So this is the microeconomic concept that show the trade-off made when one good is exchanged for another. Okay, so a budget is a microeconomic concept. What is this? This is a microeconomic concept. So this is a microeconomic concept that shows the trade-off made when one good is exchanged for another. So surplus budget means profit are anticipated, while balanced budget means that revenue are expected to equal the expenses. Balanced budget means the revenue expected to equal the expenditure is the balanced budget. Okay, this is the balanced budget. And the surplus budget is when the expenditure is less and revenue is more, and deficit budget is when the expenditures are more and revenue is less. So this adjustment between expenditure and revenue which we required, so we should not go towards the deficit and we should go towards the surplus, is called the budget. So government budget is a forecast by government of its expenditure and revenue for a specific period of time. In national finance, the period covered by a budget is usually a year. This is the financial year, which is generally 1 April to 31 March. This is the period of budget. Okay, this is not correspond to calendar year, but this is the budget year. So budget in India, we are discussing about the budget in India. A annual budget of central government, comprehensive statement of projections concerning the sources of uses of government total receipt and the financial year. The budget of central government divided into revenue budget. One is the revenue budget. Okay, second is the capital budget. So that second is the capital. Revenue budget is covered the recurring nature. It is a recurring nature. And capital budget which concern with acquiring and disposal of capital asset. So there is a capital assets. So acquiring the capital asset and the Acquiring and the disposal of capital asset is the capital budget, receipt and expenditure. So revenue receipt comprises those items that have no repayment liability. So in revenue there is no liability, no repayment liability. Okay, but revenue receipts are tax receipt plus non-tax receipt. Now what are the revenue receipt? So revenue receipt are, one is the tax receipt, second is the non-tax receipt, and there is no 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 repayment liability, no repayment liability. There will be no repayment liability in the revenue budget. Okay, revenue receipt, like if there is a revenue receipt, that means there is no liability. But if there is a capital receipt, there will be liability to the government to return the money from themselves. So tax receipt includes receipt from both direct tax and indirect tax. So tax is two types, direct and indirect tax. Okay, and both direct and indirect tax, non-tax revenue consists of government items which are like income from loan or to the state, union territory, department undertaking such as railway, post. Okay, so income from loans, railway, post. Capital receipt consists of receipt which have repayment liability. So in the capital receipt, there is the repayment liability, repayment liability. If something is repayment liability, that is the capital receipt. Like there is a disinvestment, disinvestment and sale of asset. Okay, and recovery of past loan, market borrowings also, borrowing and loan, past loan, market borrowings, machinery, land, 2G, these all the capital receipt. Now what is the current expenditure? Now we are discussing about current expenditure. Current expenditure is the expenditure incurred in order to provide those economy and social service which the country require to maintain and enhance social productivity. Like current expenditure is like developmental expenditure also. So developmental expenditure is those expenditure which government wants to economic and social development to maintain enhance the social productivity. So social service such as irrigation, research and development, agricultural program, export promotion, service industry, transport and communications, these all programs are in the development expenditure. So one is the development expenditure in the current account, and second is the non-development expenditure. So non-development expenditure is a sort of necessary evil because as it does little or nothing by way of helping the increased production directly, but still there is some kind of like expenditure generate administrative expenditure, subsidy, interest on national debt, welfare payment and pension. These are the non-development expenditure. These do not perform the direct role over the production, but development expenditure plays the great role in the development. That's what the current expenditure have the two divisions. Okay, so one is the revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure is law and order expenditure, subsidy, civil administration, defense, grants and interest payment. So now we are discussing about the revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure is what? This is the revenue expenditure is the law and order. First law and order, second is subsidies. Okay, third is civil administration, and fourth is defense, and fifth is grants, and second last is interest payment. So these all are what? These all are the revenue expenditure. Now capital expenditure, we are discussing about the capital expenditure. Capital expenditure is the expenditure incurred for acquiring capital asset and infrastructure development. So capital asset and infrastructure development, these two things are the capital expenditure for the further production. An expenditure of capital account is predominantly developed expenditure designed to increase the stock, machinery, equipment and infrastructure. It will increase the machinery and equipment and also the infrastructure. Okay, so this whole about what I discussed today about the expenditures. Now the capital expenditure, we are discussing about the capital expenditure. Capital expenditure is the expenditure on the infrastructure, expenditure on the repayment of loans, and loans given to the state government. So infrastructure, repayment of loans and loans given to the state government is what called, this is the capital expenditure. Now as we saw earlier, a budget can be balanced budget, surplus budget or deficit budget or revenue budget. Okay, so there is the revenue deficit, fiscal deficit, primary deficit and monetized deficit also. So now we are going to discuss about the revenue deficit. Revenue deficit. So what is the revenue deficit? Revenue deficit is the revenue expenditure minus revenue receipt is called the revenue deficit. Deficit imply what government spend on day-to-day basis and what the government earns on day-to-day basis. The day-to-day expenditure of the government on revenue account invariably has been in excess of its day-to-day receipt, causing a serious problem of high revenue deficit year by year. Okay, so the deficit in account fast rising known plans and consumption expenditure of the government, for which government resort to market borrowing, leading to a high fiscal deficit. So why government in the fiscal deficit? Because government wants to go for now government resort, like market borrowings are increasing, consumption pattern has been changed and rising the known plan expenditure also. So for that this is not bad, but government borrowing to meet consumption expenditure rather than production expenditure. So tantamount to the government living beyond its means, and key to reduce this fiscal deficit is to reduce the revenue deficit first. If government wants to reduce the fiscal deficit, then government should go for further first to reduce the revenue deficit. Now effective revenue deficit. Effective revenue deficit. What is the effective revenue deficit? This is the revenue deficit minus grants given to the state for creation of capital, Okay, so this is the effective revenue deficit. Like if revenue deficit minus grants given state to capital creation, that is the effective revenue deficit. What is the fiscal deficit? Fiscal deficit is the revenue deficit, total expenditure minus, like total expenditure is the revenue receipt plus known financial liabilities and known debt imposing capital receipt also. So total receipt is the total expenditure minus total revenue generated by the government is called the fiscal deficit. The concept of fiscal deficit assume great significance and it indicate the level of overall borrowing of the government. So overall government borrowing is called the fiscal deficit. Now we are going to discuss primary deficit. What is the primary deficit? Primary deficit is the fiscal deficit minus interest. Fiscal deficit minus interest payment. Primary deficit show that government fiscal deficit would have been if there has no burden of interest payment of past loans. So if there is a fiscal deficit minus interest payment, then that will be the primary deficit. Now monetized deficit. What is the monetized deficit? Monetized deficit. So this monetized deficit is nothing but net increase in RBI credit. Net increase in RBI credit to the government. Net increase RBI credit to the government is what called monetized deficit. Okay. And now the budgetary deficit. Budgetary deficit is nothing but total expenditure minus total receipt. So budget document define budgetary deficit as the sum of net increase in the floating debt of government and net withdrawal of that cash balance. So net increase and net withdrawal also. So central government and RBI by way and means advances and overdraft to the state government. Like there is the floating debt in the market. So government what doing? Government is going for treasury bills. Way and means. Treasury bills. Way and means. And what the government is doing, government is doing the overdraft to the state, overdraft, to reduce this the budgetary deficit. The concept of budgetary deficit was abandoned in 1997 and replaced way and means advances also. So this means government would plug the deficit by borrowing from RBI at a very low rate of interest by pledging its security and ask the RBI to print currency to bridge the deficit. So what now government will do? Government will say to the RBIs to print the currency notes or to give the less interest rate payment to us. So borrowing indisciplined government finance, as the government would resort to deficit financing by printing fresh currency. Now government want to print the fresh currencies. So VN means advances under which by way of mutual agreement of RBI, the government resort to borrowing from RBI only to meet temporary mismatch. And then this government wants to curb down this revenue and expenditure mismatch. This the borrowing has to be quarterly basis. Okay, and this borrowing is mutually agreed. That's why government is trying now way and means are the government's instrument in that. So medium term fiscal deficit or medium term fiscal policies will be made up for to curtail the expenditure and to improve the resource rebalance between that, winding the tax base also, improving the compliance also. Now peril of high fiscal deficit. Why there is a peril of high fiscal deficit? One is the borrowing of RBI, borrowing from RBI. So government what will do? It will borrow to the RBI, borrowing from commercial bank, commercial schedule, commercial bank. Government will borrow commercial bank, borrowing from external sources. So external sources, these are the government doing now. Each of these mode of financing has its own problem. Like if deficit is financed from RBI, it may lead to excess money, okay, to supply in the economy, which is potential source of inflation. If money will increase in the market, the inflation will also increase in the market. So inflation makes the export non-competitive. So if there will be the inflation in the market, the export will be non-competitive. Export will be the non-competitive and encourage imports, and import will be increased. Import will be increased if the inflation in the market, and thus this high fiscal deficit can spill over into the high current account deficit. And this will, what if there is a fiscal deficit, this will increase the current account deficit also. So twin deficit problem will be in the economy. Okay, and the pressure, downward pressure will on the exchange rate will be increased, price rise will be there. So much borrowing from the RBI in domestic source such as bank, other financial institution and individual is likely to drive the interest rates. Okay, and the excessive government borrowing from the RBI will likely to soak the invisible fund also. So production and investment in industry, if we are doing like agriculture, infrastructure, this is fact. Crowd out effect will in private sector, crowding out effect will be created in the private sector and lower the growth. So if we are doing excessive borrowing, then the crowding out effect will be in the private sector. They even do not have the fund to more development, fund to improve the more development. That's why this will create the like lower the growth of output or and employment also. So excessive foreign borrowing to finance high fiscal deficit can create an external payment problem. This will create external problems and problem of serving the external debts. Now fiscal consolidation. Now government is doing for this? Government is going for fiscal consolidation. Government is doing fiscal consolidation like necessary, like containing inflation. Government what wants, like to inflation should be controlled, okay, and reducing the interest rate. Interest rates will be reducing by the government, okay, and the investment of to improving the investment. What now government want to investment wants to be improved, and fostering the reasonable stability should be fostered. Stability in the government should be fostered, and the financial system should be robust, and the expenditure and nature of the tax system, so fiscal system should be important in that. That's why what government is not worry about the capital expenditure. In due course would we start generating economy return to the cover up the deficit. So that's why the government, what the priority of government now, government targeting the expenditure should be lowered, and non-targeted subsidy should be curtailed in the whole system, and high revenue deficit should be needs to eliminate it from the economy. So fiscal sustainability calls for reforming in the tax system. Now government will go to the reform in the tax system and downsizing the government. Okay, and waste expenditure will be reduced in the government, and government to check the wasteful expenditure also. So this whole about the fiscal budget system. Now we will discuss about the types of budgeting after.